Is it recording?
Yeah.
It?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says right there.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, there's no
Hi.
seconds or anything.
So here I am with
Natalie.
She's my cousin, by the way.
Yes.
And today
Context switcher.
we are gonna be talking about what our dreams.
I guess
our dreams.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we were having this conversation earlier. What's one crazy dream that you've had? Okay. You can think of one, and I'll tell about my story.
Okay.
Okay. So this happened like a couple weeks ago. It was probably like 2 weeks ago, or a week ago actually. So I came home from work. I was pretty tired. This was around my finals time, so I was kind of pretty stressed. And I came home from work. I was kind of tired. It was probably like 4 o'clock. And I take a nap. So I'm buried in the pillow straight. And I'm like falling asleep. And like in my dream, I'm on my phone, which is weird because you never see your phone in your dream, right? So then I'm seeing myself in the spot that I'm laying down in my dream, and I see under my door like this figure, and like the figure comes into my room, and it's like my dad. It's my dad and my brother. They're coming to my room, but I can't see their faces or anything, but they come in my room and they're like, somebody's here, and they hide behind me. And I'm like, first of all, that's my number one fear, like somebody in my house. But yeah, they're in beside me. Like I'm like awake at this point, but like I'm not awake, so I guess I'm experiencing sleep paralysis. That's what I'm thinking. But I see them, and like I'm trying to wake up. I'm trying to like get my phone and like get up to where they're at, and I eventually shake out of it. It's probably like 5 seconds, and I shake out of it. So I think like, and I wasn't really scared because I thought it was my dad and my brother, but like after the fact that I was like, oh, that was sleep paralysis, then I was kind of freaked out. I was kind of like, oh, I'm never sleeping on my back. That's one thing for sure. This other dream, I think I've told you this before. So I was with Natalie, and I think we were at the rec center. So I have like this crazy fear of clowns, right? And
Me too.
She does too. So we were at the rec center, and we were just like outside, and this clown just starts chasing us around, and with a knife. And like,
It's back to the killer clowns of 2016.
Dude, that's probably what I was thinking about the day of. But yeah, so the clown is chasing me at the rec center, and I'm trying to get inside. We're getting inside. And she's also scared of clowns, right? So keep in mind that. And we go into the rec center, and she closes the door on me. And like, she shuts it closed, and I'm out there with the clown, and I wake up.
I remember this because she texted me
I
that
texted
same
you
day,
that.
I think, because I told you about a dream I had, I think.
Yes.
That same day. And she got mad at me, and I was like, well, it's every man for himself. Like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out other dreams. I have this really one weird occurring dream. I've been having this since like I was like a kid. I always have this dream that witches are chasing me. I remember this like so like well because I always have this dream. It's like my most scariest dream ever.
Really?
And I've had it since I was a kid. I swear, something that did the witches on my tias because they look like them.
Which ones?
All of them. I have this dream. I'm in a, it might be 3-story house or more, because it's always like more rooms pop up as you go. So I have these like dreams. They're witches, but they're not like the green kind, you know?
Oh, okay.
They're like the scarier kind. So they like to chase me and try to like capture me and like kill me and stuff. And all I know is I'm just running in circles. Like, I'm hiding under beds, I'm hiding in closets, I'm like trying to escape the house. I could like really feel them like right next to me. And then I wake up like nothing happened. But I've had this dream at least like 7 times already, and just like
In your life?
It's the same one too. It starts the same way, it ends the same way.
That's weird though.
That's not as weird as the other dreams I've had, because I've seen myself sleeping before.
That's sleep paralysis, no?
No, but like I floated around my house. I had this really, really bad summer where I couldn't sleep. This was when my bed was on that side. This is when my room was teal.
Oh, okay.
This was a while back.
Yeah.
But I couldn't sleep until like 6 a.m. until the sun came out. Because my body would not, something inside me was terrified. Every time I walked into my room, the energy felt heavy. The room felt heavy. The room felt like someone was in here with you, like you weren't ever alone. So I used to hate sleep. I used to end up in my parents' bed sometimes because I couldn't sleep, and I remember waking up over there. But I remember this one time I finally managed to go to sleep, and I remember waking up, and then I look back and I see my body sleeping. Yeah, like I'm dead asleep, like same position I fell asleep in and everything.
That's
I see my whole room, but it's like, you see how the room looks like normal now?
Yeah.
But when I was looking at it, it had like different contrasts and stuff. Like it was way different. Like you can tell you weren't you.
Yeah.
So I wasn't afraid. I was just like, I don't know what the word was, but I wasn't afraid. But I remember leaving out my room, and I went down my hallway, and I went to my living room, and my brother was asleep on the couch at this time. I saw him. I went into the kitchen, and then I just came back to my room, and I went back to my body, and then I woke up the next day like normal.
Okay, we switched to my phone. Maybe you want to put like your light or something, like just for like now. Yeah.
Look that bad.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So you said that like you saw yourself walking around?
Yeah, basically. Then I just woke up the next day like nothing happened. But I'm telling you, that summer was so bad. Like
what was happening? Like
well, I'm pretty sure, not to creep you out because you're literally in my room right now. But I'm pretty sure my room was haunted at that moment.
Yeah.
Because whenever I was at school, my brother's girlfriend, who used to live with us at the time, she texted me one time and she was like, "Hey, why'd you leave your TV on?"
I remember these stories.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I didn't leave my TV on." I was like, "I haven't even turned on my TV. Like, I wasn't even watching TV last night." And she's like, "Well, it's playing a movie right now." And I was like, "What movie is it playing?" Because for my old TV, I had a Chromecast. So if y'all don't know what a Chromecast is, it's like a Roku. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Roku kind of, like that you plug into your TV, and you had to connect your phone to it. And then you had to like cast it in order to even play something. So it's not going to play nothing by itself unless you're connected and you actually press it, and like it's so much steps, so it's not going to play by itself. And I was like, there can't be a movie playing because you had to connect. She's like, well, there is a movie playing. She's like, and I heard a girl laughing in there. Yeah. And I was like, what is it playing? She's like, it's playing some scary movie. And I was like, well, turn it off. She didn't want to come into my room to turn it off. I think she was home alone.
You think she'll remember this?
Probably. I'll ask her. Yeah, it was, that creeped me out because I'm at school and I'm like, okay, well, who's in my room? It was playing the beginning of the Conjuring movie.
And you said that you saw like you had a dream or something?
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
That was when Grandpa passed away.
Oh.
So I believe it was like a Grandpa way saying that he's still protecting me. Because my bed was in the same position because my brother's bed was on that side. I had a dream. My grandpa passed away a couple days before this dream. I'm laying asleep right here. I wake up and think about like Santa Claus, but like a homeless, scary version. I see a man standing in my doorway. And I look up and I'm like, who is this? So I remember like grabbing my blanket because I'm terrified. And then all of a sudden, like I look again, he's sitting right next to me in a rocking chair. And I was like, oh my god, like, who are you? He's smoking a cigarette, I believe. And I think that ghost was about to hurt me because he looked very evil. But then I look at the doorway again because I felt someone else coming. I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it.
Dude, what?
I look in the doorway and I see someone walking, and it's my grandpa. And I'm like, oh my god, like, grandpa, like, what are you doing here? Like, I'm afraid.
You saw him?
I saw him.
So you saw both of them at the same time?
I saw both of them at the same. I told my mom this dream too, and she freaked out.
Really?
I saw him, and he walks into my room, and I'm terrified because this man is right next to me. The one with the white beard, like the Santa Claus person. And my grandpa comes, and he says something to him, and the man just gets up and leaves. And then my grandpa just stays here, and then I remember going under the blanket, and I just wake up. My mom thinks like it was a bad spirit coming in and my grandpa taking it away.
That makes sense, though. I mean, he just had passed away.
That's why my mom was kind of freaked out when I told her about it, because I had told her about it like a day or something after it happened, and she was freaked out because she was like, what do you mean you saw him? Like,
yeah,
you physically saw it? I was like, I did. I was like, he walked into my room, and I was a kid at this time still because he passed away when we were pretty young. So I was like, no. I was like, I saw grandpa. I was like, grandpa came into my room. She was like, what are you talking about? I was like, no. I was like, he came into my room. I was like, he chased a scary man away. Like, he got rid of him. Yeah, if you ask my mom, she'll remember. She still sometimes remembers it randomly. Back then, I had a bad stuff like experience with this room.
Yeah, and now it's kind of like
right now.
clean.
No, it's been calm.
Yeah,
like even my dog has seen stuff because one time he couldn't stop barking, and at this point he was growling, and I knew it was serious when my cat started hissing. And she doesn't hiss.
Yeah.
She's the sweetest cat ever. That's when I knew it was bad. But yeah, but now I'm telling you, it's like I felt the energy in here. Bad. Really bad.
I remember these stories.
I remember a scary dream you had or something happened when you were at Velma's house.
Oh!
Tell that one. I haven't heard that one in so long.
Okay, yes. So I don't
for y'all.
The popcorn. So I don't even think this was a dream.
I don't know, but I remember.
I don't remember too much because it was around the same time that my grandpa passed away. But my parents told me that this happened. One time I was at my aunt's house. She lives in like West Texas. And people say like her, I don't know whose house, if it's Vanessa. I mean,
it was Velma's.
Velma or Vanessa. They're probably, if y'all watch this, I'm sorry. But we're talking about this. Not to scare y'all, but we're talking about this, and
they're coming here.
Okay. Yeah, so they were like, we were all spending the night, and I was at her house, and I was sleeping on the floor, and apparently my mom said like I was talking in my sleep, or I said something like I saw something, and I started like crawling like backwards, not like the crawling backwards y'all think I was crawling, like, you know, like the Exorcist crawling backwards. I was kind of like scooting backwards as if I was moving from something. So yeah, that was one.
But I do remember now that you brought up like house parties, things, whatever. My cousins used to come over a lot. I don't know if this was a dream or real life, but y'all know those Barbie heads y'all could like purchase and y'all could do their hair.
Oh, yeah,
like the big ones.
Yeah, where it's just the head.
Well, my mom is a cosmetologist, so she did have some of those. And let me tell you, they're scary. Whenever you're walking out there and you see a head right there, and sometimes the hair, the like hair's not brushed. I was like,
yeah.
But I think I was having a sleepover. Like I said, I don't know if this is a dream or if it was real life, because I remember this like every once in a while. I was like, I don't know. And we had those Barbie heads, and we had them in my room, and we were in the living room. Oh, I do have a ghost story. Okay, hold on. Sorry, it clicked in my head. This is another one with Maria. That girl, I've been with her through everything. But anyways, we had the Barbie heads, and we were in the living room for some reason. It was my cousins from my dad's side, and I saw one of the Barbie heads move to the hallway. And yeah, after that, I was just done with Barbies. I don't know if it was in real life or if it was a dream. Cause like, I don't know. But I swore like I saw it move, and like I just started screaming. But I do remember this one's kind of funny. The ghost story I thought of randomly. It's kind of funny, but if Maria were ever to watch this, I don't know if she will, but she's gonna laugh because she remembers this. So it was me, her, and Maria's sister. The nun too had. So like I said, my brother's girlfriend used to live with us. But my brother, I think he was asleep. He wasn't with us. So he was asleep in his room, and we're like, you know what? We're gonna watch a scary movie. Like, we're gonna be, what is the word? Cool. We're gonna watch a scary movie. Let me tell you, we never pressed play because of what happened. So we have like our little blanket set up in the living room because we're gonna spend the night over there. We're having like a little girls' night. My parents are asleep. My little brother's asleep. My big brother, her boyfriend, my brother, is asleep. And we're in the living room. We had our matches. We had a bunch of blankets, everything. The lights off already, right? We put the movie in, and my dog is over there with us at the time. So I bring him with us. We put the movie in. We hit play. The thumbnail shows up, and it's just the nun right there. So we start screaming because of that, and we're scared. And we're like, oh my god, we're so scared, like already. My dog starts barking. At first, he barked towards like the kitchen area, but there was light over there. But then he turns and starts barking towards the hallway. And the hallway is pitch black. We usually have the restroom light on, but we didn't. Because we're like, let's really get the experience. He's barking nonstop. Like, I'm trying to get him to shut up. He's not. Until I realize where he's barking. Guess where he's barking?
At your room?
To my room.
And remember all the other stuff that happened.
So I'm like, oh my god. I don't know where my cat was at the time. I don't know where she was.
Maybe it was
at.
her.
I don't know. She was probably asleep or something. But I don't know what time it was. I know it was pretty late because everybody was asleep. Even my mom. So that's how I know it was kind of late. My dad was asleep already. Like, everybody was asleep. He's barking. And they're like, Nat, go check it out. And I was like, no. I was like, you go check it out. They're like, that's your room. And I was like, I don't care. I was like, you think I'm asleep in there tonight? So I was like, no, I'm not going. We never press play on the movie. So we're just, every time we look up, we just see the nun on the TV screen. So we're terrified at this point. And Maria, kind of like how I did you with the clown dream. She did that to us. She loosened herself from all the blankets. We didn't see her like getting out. She runs into her room. And she's screaming. She's screaming. And so I make a run for it because I saw her running and I was like, so you're not gonna leave me over here? I run and I follow her into her room too. Keep in mind, my brother's asleep, so she jumps on him. And he wakes up scared because he's like, what? And remember how I said her little sister was with us?
Uh-huh.
She got stuck in the blankets. So she was screaming too, so she couldn't get out of the blanket, so she's stuck over there. She's like, guys! So she comes and then she finally makes it, and we all run into my brother's room, because I'm not coming to my room because there's a demon in here, because I'm not coming in here, because so why did she go under the door when she can't go around?
Oh my god.
To get it. Anyways, but yeah, we run into his room, we all jump on the bed. We turn off the... Okay, so eventually after we calm down, I think my parents wake up because we're screaming, obviously. We turn off everything in the living room. We turn off that movie because we're not watching it.
Yeah.
We go back into his room. We took the mattress that we had out there. We put it in there because I was like, I'm not going to my room.
Oh my god.
I was like, I'm not. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, my dog stopped barking though, but I was like, should I throw him in my... I threw him in my room. I sacrificed him.
Oh,
I threw him in there, and he was with Luna, so he wasn't alone. I threw him in there, and then I ran back to the room over there. So we just put on The Grinch, or Finding Dory. It was one of them too. I think it was The Grinch, and we turn it on, and we just start watching that, and we're trying to like get the bad experience. I don't know. The funny part is that we never actually played the movie.
And the movie sucked, apparently, right?
Yeah, we watched it like a week later. Me and her watched it together, and it was just so bad. Have you ever heard this like tales like, what is it? If you whistle 3 times after like midnight or something, or a certain time, if you whistle 3 times, like a bird is gonna come to your window, but it's a witch.
What? I haven't heard of that.
I forgot who told me this. Someone told me this. They said,
No, I'm just kidding.
girl. They said if you whistle 3 times, I don't know if it was 3 times, but I'm pretty sure it was. If you whistle 3 times after a certain time, I think it was midnight, I'm not sure. A witch will come to your like window, but it's gonna be as a bird.
That's freaky.
And basically, it won't leave you alone until, I don't know how you get rid of it, but I swear I've seen the bird.
Like you...
Because on this window right here.
Did you whistle?
I think so, because I thought they were joking. Because I was outside and I whistled, and because they told me, they're like, no, you can't whistle 3 times in a row or something, like after a certain time, because like a witch is gonna come to your window, and like if they see you, like that's it, like you have to hide, and then you have to do something to get rid of them. I don't know, something like that. Like I said, sometimes I mix dreams in real life together, but I don't know which is which. But I remember them telling me this, and I'm pretty sure I've seen the bird. I don't know how I got rid of it though.
There's this other story. So, like, what happened?
Well, they didn't hear the first part.
Okay, yeah.
This wasn't at my house for once. It wasn't at my house. It was at my boyfriend's house. He lives like 4 minutes from me, so I'm always there. But it was on his birthday. He doesn't really like his birthday that much, so I like to try to make it as special as I can. So I decided I'm gonna decorate his room for him and surprise him, you know? I'm decorating his room, and I hear like, not someone crying, kind of crying, but not like full on crying, you know? Just like sniffles.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh.
So I just hear that, and I'm like, there's nobody in the house. And I just ignored it because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go check it out. So I just kept decorating his room. I kept hearing it, but I just try to like tune it out, because apparently like they say if you pay attention to it, it's gonna scare you more. So, and if you don't, like, it'll just go away. So it started to go away. I was just like, la 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 la, and I ended up telling her about this like a month later because we were talking about stuff, and Miss Girl said it was probably just the wind. I said the wind.
But yeah, that was the end of our little like video of us.
I like how it went from dreams to like ghost stories.
But like it was nice to talk about it, and like whoever will see this will remember. But yeah, that's that. That's the end of our video. So
we'll have another talk.
We'll have another talk soon. We'll talk more. We'll find more stories about either ghosts or anything else.
We'll tell you about our crazy family. Because we have a bunch of stories.
Whole another story. We need Jacob here. We need oh my god.
We need
that
Jacob.
One day.
Featuring guest Jacob in the next one.
Dude, yeah, that's a whole nother story that y'all need to hear.
Let's not get into that. Let's save that for the
next video. Okay. But yeah, we'll be back. Bye.